Okay, sorry. I was uh I was
Yep, yep.
walking through the building for a second, so I lost connection.
I wanted to get ready
Yeah.
to start it up.
I'm staying up for a little bit because tomorrow's Friday. Fuck it. It is 10:10, but I think I only play
Just
9
John, I
one.
want to clarify. I'm not upset with you at all, man. You can play it again.
Yeah, hey, I get it, bro.
I'm just
I
gonna
get
come
it.
for it.
Like, and that's like it was just a test run. Like, I totally get it, dude. Like, I was like, dang it, people are gonna like because I get it. It's like people are gonna like that commander,
It's the boogeyman.
I really like.
I'm telling you, my commander gives me extra, basically extra. It just ain't killing nobody.
So yeah, like I just maybe I'll find if I could just do some damage, like maybe I have to pay the commander tax and still kind of have the same game plan. Like,
I think that's the big thing.
It'll be hard to
It's
get
not
the
what
commander.
it does; it's the fact that you can get it back. Basically,
So
you
like
have the mana to play it once, you got to play it again. You just gotta pay what 2 lives?
2 lives. Yeah. So maybe I can find a commander that have the mana cost of put around their 2 lives. But I do want to try that Atraxa. I kind of want to try that 3 Doctors one time. I know people think I might hate it, but I kind of want to go back to like
Atraxa is like the most well-known.
Dog.
Or
Dog,
I'm talking about the one that spins or whatever, or the one I give away. Is that what I'm talking about?
Atraxa's
yeah.
Travis ought to be playing, trying to kill us with poison. I told him that.
Atraxa is the most. It used to be the most popular commander because you could do anything that does any type of counters.
I thought that the name of that card that like basically turned into a go deck or whatever was named that. I don't know. It's like that first card I think it was.
My only thing with Zancha is I think it'd be all right. I think it would be fun. I worry it's very similar to Carter. And that's why I'm a little worried about the rats, because it's similar to like the Rad deck. But Despain likes it, it's cool. But I think Zancha will end up playing like the Goat deck, because you're giving people your commander, but all their creatures can still attack you. So you're basically going to have to goad them, or they'll just swing all their stuff at you and swing your commander at someone else.
Yeah, that's not a good. I see what you're saying, because like if I swing their stuff, we'll all be dying. I just thought maybe they would just swing at someone else with it or some shit, but I see what you're saying.
Because you get it for free, and like, yeah, people can pay into it to make them lose life and you draw cards. But if it's me, it's like, okay, I'll swing the 5/5 at whoever else, and I'll swing my stuff at you.
But I think Joey had a good point with that 2 Doctors card or whatever. Like, I feel like you will never swing at me just so you can draw the card or whatever. So that's maybe not the best thing.
That's what everyone would need to do. I don't think Joey would like that deck, because I think if you end up playing it, that's the kind of deck where
I think that's the
that deck and
with Oslo, I won my turn.
That's the kind of deck where it's like they start doing stuff where, all right, all opponents' creatures enter tapped. Opponents can't attack unless they do this. Opponents can only cast 1 spell per turn. Like that's going to end up being like a control deck, I think.
I just know.
I don't know
that deck you just played and my fitness in the same game. I'd rather shoot myself.
That would be crazy because he would keep killing it, and then I would.
Yeah, it's not bad for Ricky. Yeah, he would never be able to like attack or block with it.
So,
I think if you look up,
get that fire lit quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have.
Well, it's not. That'll just keep. It'll keep Feral. Well, and that's just his one thing. We're not even. Yeah, we're not even talking about the stuff on his board. That's just his commander every turn.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're going to stay here, and you are going to get yourself warm. And I sent John and Mike scouting out ahead.
I think AC could beat it. Because AC, you're just playing lands. That's like, imagine playing 5 lands with the Scoot Swarm. That's not. You're not losing any life for playing lands.
Oh yeah, you're just getting double the Scoot Swarms each time.
It's just like if they're both slow, like I think
Couple of days.
the longer the game goes, I think the better the odds are for
I
Laisa.
loved Davy,
I had an artifact card that I wish I would
Jenny.
have played, that I could have played earlier.
Sean,
in the game,
Mac.
and I
They
didn't
may
play
be
it.
okay. We don't know.
That actually could have helped.
But we lost some folks.
It was
Now, if I could throw myself in the ground
yeah, I really like
in
the
their
artifact
stead, I'd do it.
Yeah, I
But
think
fair, I
it's played well. It's done its job, but like every time you play it, it's cool.
We're gonna ride out.
yeah, I think that's a very cool deck.
Some food.
Because you've got
Everybody,
lands, you've got good creatures out,
we're
you've got
safe.
strong, you've got good at the double tapping
There
and
ain't
getting the extra play to
nobody
get something else out on your second
following
phase,
us
like before you're
through
in
a storm
step.
like this one. And by the time
Also,
they
I
get
might look into Joey
where
for
we're gonna
you.
be,
You might look into like Zoncha's like an A deck and a B deck of like the Carter.
Mr. Pearson,
Because I do think like Farrell, I think if you go
I need
or
to
like
turn
you
this place
like
into
swap
a
out like
camp.
10, 15
We'll
cards
be
probably
here
or
for
like
a few
something
days.
like that, and
Now all of
you can do that thing with the
all of
commander. Because I think if you look at the
get
deck list on
yourselves
EDH Rec
warm.
or whatever site you use, I imagine
Stay
you would probably see a
warm.
lot of the same cards.
Stay
What color
It'd be
are
cool.
with me.
Black red.
We ain't
I
done
thought Zoncha
yet.
was blue.
Come on, Arthur.
Well, no, they're both
All right.
they're the same colors. Hello, hello.
Got some work.
We ain't run into them yet. So they both
Man,
must
you
have headed
gotta,
down
you
the hill.
can't
Sure.
be walking up on people sniffing them.
I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We miss you.
Yeah, Farrell. I don't know what you would do with that blue-white deck.
So
I feel like if you did what was like
I could play
online,
You need horses? Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith.
What are you talking about the blue white
Get yourself
deck? You talking about that
indoors.
counter
Press
deck
that
I tried
hand.
one time? Yeah, I
No.
like killed myself round
Get
2. I was
indoors,
done.
son.
no, the second Doctor.
Need you strong.
Oh
I
yeah.
think
Well, once you said control, I don't want to like slow down the game. So yeah, I don't think I'd like that.
Oh, you definitely
I
brought
think-
it up. I think. Well, that game was only about an hour 15.
no, we're talking about the second Doctor.
The second doctor would slow it down because it's the control.
What
You
do
can
you-
only play one spell or this.
I'm gonna look at the EDH deck. I want to see how people build it because I bet people build it like stacks where you stop your opponents from doing things, and they're just getting value from drawing cards. Like, well, let me see how it plays. Because the way I would play it is like I would do that. Like I would let everyone draw cards, but it would be like each player can only cast one spell a turn, and then I'm running like counter spells, like stuff to basically stop you from playing the game until I can win. That's how I'm thinking you build the deck. But you could also just build it as an aggro deck and just threaten people like, hey, you can't swing at me, but I got 50 damage or something.
I don't want to discourage you from playing the deck.
Come on.
I think
Let's go.
We're gonna find out here, Dutch.
No, and I'm gonna try a few more. Like, you know, I just don't want to like. I haven't found one that I've like fell in love with yet. This one, I guess, might have tricked me. It might have been that first crush kind of love because it was fun. But you know, I know you and Trav already got y'all set up. I'm a little bit behind on that regard, so I'm not gonna try to fuck around forever. But I might want to try maybe one or two more commanders and
Come on.
see what's at. Like,
I just wanted to. I watched a
No, come on.
watch fucking game just crash this time, but I tried to turn the settings on. But anyway, I watched the episode of Game Nights and some of the Reborn. I thought it was just really cool that you could untap your permanents after your combat.
because yeah, I just want to make sure it's like basically opposite of what I'm basically playing. You know.
That's what I did with a lot of my decks. All my decks are different. I don't have two decks that really do the same thing. And I like that. I like to change it up a little bit.
Yeah,
That's why
I feel like,
That's why I do
I think-
say I do go like if y'all are playing something, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna play this. And sometimes it's just I don't want to play like I don't want to play my best deck and everybody's playing like their medium level decks. We don't have any bad decks, really.
that's true. I guess in that equivalent, I was playing AC when y'all were playing first time deck. So it was just the first time deck for
It was
me,
the second
but
time I
I
ever
see-
played that deck, but it's not. I don't think even on its best day, white that level. I think it's probably a 7, maybe I think that Jordan's probably a 7, maybe a little higher than that, maybe 7.5. I wouldn't call it an 8 because like there's not a lot of snow cards out there, so you're kind of limited on the snow theme. And I kind of have the biggest ones in there already. And that's it. I just keep getting them, which is nice, but you know, I'm probably not going to get them every time. I'm probably just going to end up with one release one game.
Yeah, I think its best hand is a 7.
Yeah, I think so too. I do have Craterhoof in there, and I do have the Demonic Tutor in there, but those are probably the 2 best cards.
Yeah, and part of that is Snow, I think, literally only has 2 sets. That's why it's so fun is you don't ever see those cards, and just imagine you're gonna like double the amount of available cards the next time they do a Snow set. But that's kind of the exciting thing is like, at least for me, goblins. There's 99 insanely good goblins basically, so like you don't get very many new ones.
I probably don't do one like every winter.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't do it, but it was rare because Snow used to be like just like this crazy thing. That's why I love that card.
You love that card?
Well, you just gotta find ways. You gotta find ways to like spend all your mana, go to combat, spend all your mana again. Like you need ways to just spend lots of mana.
That's what I was doing. But that's what I was using life for doing that.
We're not even just like playing creatures, but like stuff on your creature, kind of like that one dude, or like creatures that have like pay for, do like something. I'm trying to think like what's a card you have that does that stuff.
There's not a lot of. There's some I have. I have one that would have been okay. To give my creatures +X/+X.
Yeah, like there's a lot of green cards that do that. Like I think there's a elf that Travis has that does that. It's like a Zuri or something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep like the snow, many of the snow permanents.
Yeah.
Like I'll untap all the snow permanents and then like I can play them for my graveyard. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna get the artifact and then I was gonna play those 2 big guys for my graveyard. I was gonna get that. I could have done it and I would have been in real life, and now I realize that Travis would have killed me at his end step of his next turn. Because you like were losing 3 life or something like that.
Yeah, with those 2. Yeah, that was the crazy thing was that little combo was cool. The 3 damage game 3.
But
you
for
wouldn't
you,
get it every time because you wouldn't draw those 2. That's why
Exquisite.
I feel like it's such a perfect storm because I just feel like you're not going to draw those 2 creatures at the same time.
I think you got.
But dog, Joey.
So you got a chance to go get at least one of them.
Oh yeah, with
Joey. I don't know how much it would have changed the game, but I think, dude, I was so upset. I'm not sure if I would have ended up like finessing the win, but I needed you to get rid of his Lisa so that I could swing at him without the Exquisite Blood. I was going to get Feral down to 2.
Yeah, it wouldn't have helped.
And then,
because I would have still been losing life off of your guy, off of yours.
Yay!
I'm looking at it from my perspective. It wouldn't help.
It
wouldn't help me.
I was because I needed it to get rid of Feral, and then I don't know what would have happened.
What I was hoping was that I got rid of yours and you killed me. And then now
That's true. Yeah.
that was my thought.
Well, I was trying so hard, but I was like, dang, like Feral gets. I was like, he's just gonna get all this life.
I guess I could have waited for you to kill Feral.
But it's tough. I also did mess up. I was thinking it would deal 4 damage to you and to Spain, and me and Feral were both only going to be taking 2 life. I forget that it affects him as well.
We need you
Because I don't like stuff like that. I like stuff that like makes y'all take damage and I don't take damage. I don't like doing that stuff. So yeah, whenever I had to take 4 that first time, that was backbreaking. That like ruined the game for me. Yeah, it makes me think twice of copying his commander now. Well, I was thinking I could race out Pharaoh. If we both had a copy of his commander, I was thinking I could end up beating him out. But I forgot it was everyone takes 4. Because it kept his commander tapped. So I was like, okay, Pharaoh can't block. I'm going to have a flying 5/5. Like, I was like, he can only gain so much life. Dang. That was a fun one. Pharaoh, I'll say, just from when you were flashing the cards, I think Phyrexian Arena, just to make it slightly better, I would take Phyrexian Arena out, and I would put in Dark Confidant. Phyrexian Arena costs 3, and you draw 1 card a turn and you lose 1 life. Dark Confidant costs 2. You reveal the top card at the beginning of each turn and you lose life equal to its cost. So it costs less, and you'll be getting the card draw more immediate, and you don't care about the life loss because you have so much life gain. I think that's just a nice way to bring it down a little bit, and it just makes it a little better. But that's not to say in the end you could just end up running both. But that's Dark Confidant's like the better version of Phyrexian Arena, is what people say.
And so that was, I didn't know any of these damn cards though. Like, I kept some cards in my hand from like the beginning because I didn't read none of these motherfuckers. You're like,
yeah, Joey, I would say keep Jordan too.
Like, I was sitting there playing Fantasy Star, grinding like a card player.
You over here?
Yeah.
Who's there?
Yeah.
I pretty much
Jordan is so cool.
Mike.
I looked them all up. There's not a lot.
Yeah, there's only two sets. I'm pretty sure it's 2 sets. But
Anyone home?
And obviously,
it's cool. You're playing a whole bunch of stuff I've never seen. Yeah, I like it. I'm seeing cards I've never seen, so I'm like having to figure out, like, that's what like excites me with y'all stuff, is like not seeing the same old stuff I've always seen, but like all the new cards. I'm seeing, like with that one especially, I had to, beside like Orin Frostfang, I had to look at every card.
Yeah, I've been trying to read this closely.
And some of them aren't bad. Yeah, but yeah, the 2 Orin, like the draw card dudes, those are, they're awesome.
You look through the box scope for it, it has like there's a lot of cards.
It's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you got rid of the Beast Whisperer. That would have been a good card draw.
Arthur, let me take the rear. You move up.
Yeah.
I think I got rid of that.
No, you had to discard a card.
Oh.
And you ended up discarding, you ended up discarding that at one point.
I had the cards I needed.
Go on. You sure about this, Micah?
Mr. Morgan, I never thought I would be so pleased to see your face. It's kind of lonely out here. Where's everyone else?
Old mining camp, back up the hill.
Huddled around a fire, waiting for Daddy to put food on the table. Said it before, we got too many mouths to feed.
Well, we got a few less now, so you should be happy.
That ain't fair, Arthur. I earn my share.
Yeah, I heard Red Dead
You
looks
think it's
good.
unreasonable to expect others to do the same?
I played the.
You speak to the people there already?
No. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders. You know me. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep playing Jordan. I like it a lot. I'll probably, even if you play that deck again, I'll probably play
How
Jordan.
much further?
Because I did have some things that I could have done had I known.
Not far.
Now I know.
Yeah, it's really like, so that's another thing. Next time y'all play it, might do nothing. You know, like.
I think everybody's.
Yeah, and what
And I hate that for you because that sucks. I know how that feels with Phantasm. And really,
Well, and it's totally fine because if it's that type of deck, then I make sure I didn't waste $900 and I go to something different. You know, like.
Well, I think it's definitely everybody's asking. Just like my mix. You know, Ricky had that's about the same.
Let's keep it down now, gentlemen.
Yeah, his about $900. Yeah.
But like the same as that. Like
I think that's just a.
Probably by Ricky's, honestly.
Yeah. Get rid of Ricky's. Yeah, because Ricky
like
can just target your stuff.
Yeah, I feel like Ricky's is stronger because he'll take your shit.
Ricky would be smart to
blow.
Yeah.
Well, even if
say that, but like.
Well, see, but if he blows my land, he has to blow everybody's land, right?
No, it just chooses a person.
Oh shit! I thought it would hell to do the same time.
The thing is,
your land and my artifact.
Yeah, that's what you would have to do. You're right.
You have to pick your lands because you don't have to do anything other than light. That's nothing. Or 2 light. You know that, and you have to. I do admit that it wasn't just the command that clicked.
Yeah, like it was just a good combo.
It was not good. Yeah, it wasn't. It was a really good combo. Which might not come out of
do the talk.
Yeah, and to be honest, I thought y'all were gonna get rid of that combo pretty quick. Like,
I didn't have anything.
I wish I could. I didn't have the right stuff.
So, but I guess that's just all.
I wish I would have left you alone. I should have heard like
intimidating than 3 nasty-looking degenerates.
Yeah, I hate because it did take several rounds for like the 2 life to I think really take effect on people. Because the first 6 rounds I feel like kind of felt like a normal game, and then everybody was like, "Oh shit, I'm kind of low on life. I got to start thinking what I'm doing."
Arthur, what are you doing? I said get out of sight.
Yeah, it catches up. And then it really was those 2 creatures you had too. Because that one guy was the exact size you needed for a blocker against me. And then, yeah, those 2 cards just play so well off of each other. You have 3 opponents. You've automatically done 3 damage. And then you get the trigger for the other thing to get another 3 damage.
Yeah, that's the end step. Yeah, you got to do one at the upkeep, one of them.
So those 2 cards just play off each other real well. That was a tough one, but I mean, if you would have focused someone down that first turn or that first game, you might have just been able to focus Pharaoh down. I don't know if you would have focused targeted just one person with all that big creature. Yeah, you're splitting it up, but you could have.
I wasn't trying to go after it.
Yeah, you could have whammed someone down.
I always have that problem playing with my decks because I'll build up and then I'm like, man, if I swing at one person, and then I'll split it up. And I've personally realized
I couldn't. The first time I couldn't swing at everything.
Yeah, you only had half of it out. Yeah.
I was more worried about the walls. Really, I was trying to get those little things. And then,
No, after the wipe, I would say mine was scary.
Well, I mean, I was worried about the wipe. I was actually confident because I was wanting somebody to kill Jorn, and you killed Jorn and you put all that shit in the graveyard. I was about to get it all back. Kept the guy out and gave myself death touch. So I kept him. I let Jorn die. And start getting then start getting shit. I was about to be back in business, but I literally almost just did it anyway. But like I said, it would have put me all the way down.
The board wipe, I guess, was just so timed, right at the critical life point as well, for everybody else. You couldn't really ramp back up at that point because everybody was already in their life.
When everybody gets to about 5 life, you get your commander out. You get lightning leaves on it or something. You just sit there. They're gonna kill each other. They're just gonna kill you because there's nothing they can do. literally. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Have y'all ever heard of this, Commander? Like, do y'all know this? Zach, have you seen it? Like, Joe, have you seen this before? I just read of it yesterday.
I know Laisa.
So have you seen people
came
play
out?
it?
I've maybe played against it once or twice. I know the card. I know, like, you know, I know a lot of the cards in the deck.
Not everybody has the, like, the people that build it might not necessarily, especially if they use the cards, like, they're not they might not necessarily make it 1,000. It might be 300. Personally, none of my
It's tough. I mean,
So
I
yeah,
have a
you
lot
know,
of decks.
like,
None of my decks cost
so I did look at every card I played that was less than $100. But
I'm not
if I
saying
would have
that,
came
I'm
out
not
like
saying that you played all the most expensive cards.
yeah, because if I would have came out turn one like Mana Crypt or you know whatever that expensive shit
Right.
is, like you know, hey, stop fucking around. You
Saying
know,
though,
like,
the cards are.
I thought it was like just a fairly standard, like, kind of just like a regular deck, like everyone's been playing, up until the Teferi's Protection, and I was like, oh, that's a big boy spell.
so I didn't even know that, and it makes sense because it did a lot of shit. And I was like, damn,
It's so good. Yeah, the protection stuff. It's the best white protection, arguably. You know, there's some other stuff, but it's like the One Ring. I mean, I have the One Ring in Mirko.
But I do feel like you're right. I could probably cut out some of the big money cards in there.
No, you don't have to make it
so,
cheaper.
you know,
I'm just saying that, like, but all I was saying at that point was
Not there.
Zach
Over in the
Zach
cattle
played
shed.
against it. He might not have played against one that was stacked.
oh yeah, so yeah, like, I guess it was a well built
What are
deck.
you
You
doing?
know, like,
Get inside the
would you
shed.
say that's a 8?
I
The way it played, you have to see it.
Not
I guess
there.
you're
I
right.
don't-
Over in the cattle shed.
I wouldn't really say so, because I think most of the time when I play Goblins, like the last couple times I've played Goblins and I've asked for an 8 this week, the game's over by like turn 5 at the latest.
Oh yeah, you're right. We're judging
Like-
it wrong. So I can't win
like-
quick with this deck, so it's not really an 8 or nothing. Like,
Yeah, I'd have to see your best turn. Like, there's some combos. Aetherflux, Reservoir, Sensei's Top. Like, you have a couple combos in the deck.
Like Soul Fiend,
But, you know,
can win. I've seen it win. I've won with it 3 times.
I've seen you win turn 3. I think one time, like,
Not there.
or maybe
Over
4.
in the
You
cattle
know,
shed.
I would need that many.
What are you doing? Get inside the shed.
oh, you're right. I
Yeah, I
think
mean-
you got it out turn 3, and then you had some. I don't know what you did, like it, but I know it was
Yeah.
quick as fuck. I'm a hot damn.
I don't think it's too bad. I'd say it's probably. I'd probably right now maybe lean it towards
I
the
don't play it that
7.
often,
I think it's stronger than 7. It's just, yeah, it's just 8 is really so fastly. Like the last 3-4 games I've played on the other server, the game's over by like turn 5 at the latest. Like, it's crazy. You know,
So are those
CEDH is
called,
winning on like
life death decks, like because you're trying to gain life. And
it's
do damage?
death and taxes, which is like, you know, a well-known archetype. It's what black white is like best at. Ping you for 1, I gain a life kind of stuff.
Because you know that's the idea I'm looking for. So I'll probably look up some death and taxes to see some ideas.
I mean, I think you found it. Just play the deck. I think it's fine.
But yeah, you know,
Because
but
you're gonna
like
be the
you know,
wiki man every game.
and see, you know, that's might not be the best thing every time too. You know, and also it might not work 6 out of 8 times, et cetera, et cetera. Like I won't mind trying like another 2 or 3 type of death and taxes kind of deal. You know, see which one I feel the best with. Because you know, I feel like with enough kill spells, it might be the best. You know, maybe that's why I was on that guy. Yeah, I'll look, and if everything else looks stupid, of course, then I'm like, yeah, this is. I guess,
I think if, and a statement like this, if Ricky plays like Vivictus on turn 3, I think Ricky playing Vivictus on turn 3 is a lot more scary than him playing that on turn 3.
Oh,
A lot more scary.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like
That commander's.
the creatures.
The problem is though, You can, if you get tired of goading, you can take Carter out 3 or 4 times. I get the 5 victims. You can take 5 victims out 3 or 4 times. You take
you
Commander out 3 or 4 times, he's gonna play him again.
Yeah, if you
gotta
keep, yeah,
take
you
the mana.
take it too.
And I hate that.
You still
mana, but like, you gotta take it out.
you also just get his life low enough because he has to pay 2 like the tax each time. So if you kill it 3 times, if he's paying 6 life, I mean 6 life and 5 mana is still like that's still 5 mana that turn.
I hate hard targeting. I hate if I have to be
No, you have to do it. Sometimes you have to do that with the commander. Like Jordan wasn't too crazy.
Maybe I want to find something a little more low key where I'm still doing some damage. Where everybody's like, "Man, I hate that card." You know, like so maybe there's a commander where
I think
it's not
if it
like
just
crazy.
didn't have a thing where you could basically play it for free, I think it would be fine.
Well, it's not for free. You have to pay the 5 mana every time.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. But if you don't pick his lands, and as soon as he gets the 5 mana once, it's only 2 colors, so it's white and black. So like he's probably gonna get it pretty quickly, as long as he keeps a good hand at the beginning. So he's
I think it's
have the 5
turn.
mana. That's not the problem.
I think it was. Yeah, I think it took till turn 5, maybe turn 6 to get the commander out.
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's land per turn at least, he's gonna get the commander out.
Yeah.
He needs that commander out.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, you should. Well, you should be putting it out probably turn 3, turn 4. I think sometimes just to get some early attacks going. Yeah. But it's not that scary. It's really not that bad. Because you got to think if he pays 5 mana every time, that's like 5 mana that's not going somewhere else. Like I'll take that. Like
I couldn't put any other creatures out because I kept just bringing my commander back. One time I
as
couldn't
long-
counter because I chose to bring my commander back because I was like maybe it's worth to do some more damage instead of being able to counter everybody.
Can't figure out what to do. That's the one thing about the process.
Yeah, we ain't seen Pant Laws in a minute. There was a while there where I know I had to target Pant
I don't
Laza.
play Pant Laza. I don't play Soul Fiend a lot. I just want to play things I want to play.
Excuse me.
I'm not really up. I'm not saying that because you said that one, but like I want to play
Hello,
that.
friend.
Like
What
I
you
enjoy playing,
want?
and then
I am very sorry to
I enjoy playing
disturb
Pant
you.
Laza. I don't want to play it all the time.
My friends and I, well, we got into
I
some
played it not too long ago. I
trouble
won.
up the way,
I played
lost in the storm.
I think it was
Ah, gentlemen,
We can't help you.
No, y'all played that 3-player game
yeah, that's what I played.
because it was like the motion thing where Farrell used Laughable.
There's a corpse right here.
It ain't bad.
There's a body.
It's kind of I'm seeing a pattern. You like stuff that like kind of doubles. Because Pant Laza, I always think of Pant Laza, it just doubles your spells. Like everyone's casting one spell, but you cast one, you get one free. Soul Fiend is double damage, and this guy is kind of like double turns. Is kind of how I'm thinking of it all. I think of the that just clicked to me. The soul. Pant Laza ain't too bad of them. I think now that like the decks around it have caught up. Because I think when it was the pre-cons, it was like, okay, this was clearly like far and above. Because one spell for another spell free is just really good. But now that everyone's caught up, it's like, it's not too bad. Soul Fiend's way worse. Soul Fiend, like, I would only play that at like a real competitive table. Just for what it does. But it's one of those, like, if you try to put that in an indestructible counter and someone responds, like, that's devastating. Discarding 2 and you don't get the indestructible, like, that's tough. That's the scary thing about it. Like,
smells like a party in here.
that's when you have to do it.
Upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can.
But, like, that's a
Essentials. Food,
catch-all. It ain't bad.
whiskey.
No.
Shoot, if you were wanting to be crazy, you'd probably put Lysa in
It's a strange one, all right.
the other deck if you wanted to. I don't know if it's an angel or whatever.
Big price on
Call you those two.
Nearly as big as
Look, call you.
Because
Because I think it's like an angel.
and Uncle Sam agree on.
I think I'm just
That's only if you want
I'm
to.
gonna build some
Yeah, I haven't seen triplets yet. I know you got
I
it.
didn't build it because everybody told me
Place is
that like
dry,
they would not
warm.
play against this.
We could maybe move the women and
I would.
I'll be honest.
Maybe.
I felt bad
See how they
because that was when like we were having a hard target paying Laza down for a minute. But I told Ricky, I was like, if he plays that, it's never
Get
resolving.
your strength up for the ride.
It's too backbreaking. You get to like see someone's hand and play their turn for them. Like if I played y'all's turns for you,
It's only on.
there's like no way you come back from that.
No. It's only on your turn. It's only on your turn. You don't take they still get to play their turn. You can play their turn out of it. It's different. It's only one person.
That stuff's rough. And then like
Keep searching.
everyone else knows what
It's
you
not
do.
on. It's not
That's
on.
one of the saltiest cards. I don't know if I've ever played against it, but on the salt score, that's way up there.
Then meet me out here.
Oh, I know. That's why I didn't build it. I bought the card.
You don't want to be playing that.
Alice
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
That's why I have it. That's why I built it.
You search the cabin, see what we missed. Sure.
Something before.
There's another one. Have you ever heard of Cam Ball?
No, that don't sound familiar.
It's a black white. It costs 3. It's a 2/3. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
So it's the same thing, but only with spells, not creatures.
But it's also a
It
potent.
doesn't.
It's not a.
It doesn't have. Oh, I would just throw that in the deck.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Might be in the
No, I don't know that card.
This guy just jumped me. Oh, did he now?
Oh, I forgot. Vito would be a good call for that day too.
No,
Him.
Which one?
not yet.
I don't know.
The Thorn of Dust Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk.
That 3 for the non-creature spell. I don't.
Where's Como?
It's definitely not terrible, but you will have games sometimes. Like if you play that. God damn.
I just feel like most people don't really
God
play that
damn.
many spells. Like mostly, it's usually creatures, so I feel like that's not as effective.
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow
Because
If
I
you're
probably
going-
take my 2
I
life.
don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, if you're also going up against a creature deck,
It looks like you have this.
like if I'm playing goblins, there's going to be a lot of turns where I don't take any damage from stuff like that. Or like walls is probably a better example. Or someone that's playing like elves. You know, Lysa covers everything,
Dude, one
whereas
thing
like
that
that
would be good if I
sometimes
had,
won't affect.
If I was playing Phantom Plaza, then at least I'd be getting some. I'd be getting some free spells. But it is cast, so I guess it would be minus.
Yeah, you would still pay the fee. But dude, the thing that's so backbreaking, the card I hate more than anything now. And I have it, and when it first came out, it wasn't any good. Is I just hate a Chrome as well, because it just comes out of nowhere, and it just like, it's like Cyclonic Rift, where it just wins games by itself, like regardless of like what's happened up until that point, and I hate that.
Well, that's not necessarily because if you don't have enough creatures out for it,
it, boy.
it's not. It's gonna do its thing. You gotta have a lot.
Yeah, it'll like bring.
You gotta have a lot of creatures for it.
If anything, it's always just like a great like protection spell. It's not as good as Teferi's protection, but with how offensive it is,
Commander out here.
That looks like a decent horse.
You have to
Yeah, it is a.
Get that horse itch. Don't
Yeah,
want
you
to
pick one.
not pick one. I don't think. I think it's you get this, and then if you have
Yeah.
the commander out, you also get this. I don't think it's pick one.
Micah, what the hell?
Yeah, you pick between two options because that's what all the wills.
I don't think so.
What card y'all talking about?
Oh yeah, you do choose one. Okay. Yeah, you choose one. You just don't get the. I always think about it. I always want to do it with the commanders out because I want to get the double strike and the life link. You're right. You're right, Bo. I don't know.
Oh, look what I found in the cellar! Wild thing ate ya!
leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Micah. Look at her. Miss. Are you...
Oh, you fool! Micah!
Miss. Now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on now. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband, they...
Okay. Miss, you are
I was
safe
just trying
now.
to find some death and take.
You can't stay here. You come with us.
I mean, I think you've got the right commander if that's what you were trying to do.
It's okay.
I was just trying to
Bad
make
man.
sure, see if there's something else pretty cool.
He ain't there.
You know, I don't know if there's really death
It's okay.
attached to it.
Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
But I am just trying to do damage each time without me
Miss.
swinging. So that
Adler.
Adler.
We do a lot of it.
Sadie Adler. Mrs.
Because really, you're not doing just two. People usually play 2 or 3 spells every turn. So
He
you're
was
probably
my
playing.
husband.
I mean, think about that. It really makes you think about your turns. Like, do I really need to play a Soul Ring right now? Like,
oh yeah, you're right.
Sarah
do this?
Sarah called.
I'll show you the call.
Yeah, most of the like blank will, like Jessica's will, Chroma's will, they're picked between 2 if you have commander, you get both. I forget what the blue one is. Do you play the blue one at all, Farrell? Something will?
Micah found a homestead, but
Wait, Tom, I don't know if
Is it a
it was.
Force of Will?
Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to
Yeah,
it.
that's actually a good question. I don't know what the
We
blue's like.
found
I think
some
that's
of them
Force
there,
of Will.
but there is more about.
No, I don't think
Scout
so.
train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul,
Force
Mrs.
of
Adler.
Will.
Come on.
Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals. I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
No, they're not the same because they don't do the same thing. Usually there's a cycle like Jessica, Kamal, Akroma.
Thank you, Miss Griffin.
These are all like people in magic. Force of will is like you're forcing your will.
How come Arthur
They're all
has a room
like,
and I get a
and
bunk
it's
bed
not
next
the
to
like
Bill,
pick between
Williams,
2 if it's
and
your
a bunch of
commander.
dark
I
souls
wonder if they
next to
don't have a
Sister
blue
Peg.
one yet. Is what it's making me think. No, because that's not a person, right?
Kamal's will suck dick.
Does it have like if you control your commander, choose both?
He ain't been seen in days.
Dang, what is it?
Let up.
He's strong. And he's smart.
Strong, at least.
Jace's will could be it. What does that one say?
No, I don't
Arthur,
know
How you doing?
I don't know if that's a real card. I was just
Just fine,
Uh,
Abigail.
Here we go. I found it. Sakashima's will. Choose
sorry,
one.
I'm
If you
sorry.
control your commander as you cast this, you may choose both. Target opponent chooses a creature they control. You gain control of it.
2
And
days.
choose a creature you control. Each other creature you control becomes a copy of that creature till
Dumb as
with it.
rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John?
He knows
You've been the
who
best
he
fit man we've got.
wants.
Now?
We're all...
I think a
Yeah, we're pretty worried about him.
I know. If the situation were reversed, he'd look for me.
It was a good game tonight.
Thank you.
You guys pretty fun.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, I see some smoke. Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently. And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
Zach, I'm so jealous. He's it all.
There's some tracks leading to the river. Yeah.
Appreciate you, Tanner and TJ. TJ said he's not fucking doing it.
Let's cross. See, they continue up that way. Hey,
Because he is really dumb, for real. He's climbing through your windows. He's snatching your people. Oh.
You think it's John?
Tell me. These are horse tracks for sure.
Good
But
hydro.
let's just see where they lead.
You know, I appreciate it.
Where you going?
Don't you know?
So, you were
It's a cookie dough, dog.
What really happened on that boat?
We have the money. It seemed fine.
I don't feel like throwing it over.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkerton. It was crazy. Raining bullets.
It says eat baked or raw right on the wrap. And to be honest, when I was a kid, I ate all that other cookie dough that I wasn't supposed to eat, so that egg in there or some shit. But fuck.
Take it slow. Big wind in here.
And I'm also grabbing a yoo-hoo.
Bad
Yoo-hoo!
way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
Tracks go left.
I'm
Down
just-
here.
Was that cool?
That thick.
Davey got shot. Mac and John both shot too.
You know, I think
Sean,
the
we
goat
don't
deck
even know.
would be bad against it. 'Cause
I'm
I don't play a
surprised
lot
we
of
escaped
spells
at
in the
all.
goat deck.
By the time you
Yeah.
boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
Because, yeah, the crazy thing is that those, like, 2 little cards went out where I was doing 1 damage each time, and then 3. Like, if you just get rid of the commander, if I don't have those 2, like, it's not
The
really...
board wipe wouldn't have happened. I had this. And I know that.
Yeah.
But the board wipe didn't, like... Man. Savvy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Took
And I think that's-
the problem on the board.
I do think that I just got very lucky, too, in that game because of shit like that. Because Zach usually doesn't make... That's like a Travis mistake. Like, I'm talking about myself, you know, like... I fuck up shit, like...
Come on.
I'm surprised he did it because I could see myself doing that.
I'm glad
You know,
you
I'm like,
didn't take that. If you would have rolled that back,
Yeah.
you would have.
A lot of fresh snow here.
I would have. Like, I was sitting quiet. I was like, man,
You knew he was about
Now
to
let's
try to
push
roll
on
it
a
back.
little bit.
yeah, man.
Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
But man, I've stuck to the grave on like just I get it if you play a land the wrong color, pull it back. But if it's like game changing shit, man, it's tough.
Hey, look! Over there!
But I try to understand, man. I get it.
And I kind of went back and played that. I was just trying to get back to the knockout.
Despacio. John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater.
Yeah, and see, in the first round of the
Let's see
deck
if
too,
he
the
can
first
hear
couple
us.
rounds, like, Zach's been playing Walls forever, so he made that. But like, you've already seen these cards in action twice, so like, I get
Up
that shit.
there.
Both times it worked pretty well.
Yeah, and you've already got to win with it too, so that's sweet. I hate Trav didn't get too ramped up early. I thought Rats just go quick, so I thought he was already be like rolling. He must have had some mana problems or something.
He said he didn't really have a whole lot. I was like, dude, you got like, I don't understand how like we all play these decks of like 12 spells.
I don't think we can go
Game
much
after
further on
game,
the horses.
I am the one
We have to walk from here.
It's like, hey, why am I the Ricky does. Ricky plays fun.
I do when I play with AC. When I but when I'm not blue, I don't do it
I was
as
thinking
well
that,
as I
like
could.
how we use the Kinder's information against that guy because I didn't want to think it was
Grab your shotgun.
and
Come
it
on.
had toxic.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah,
That's why I used
that's
it on
not
that.
the point.
It
Yeah,
was the same thing. I thought about it after I did that. I might have just saved it.
because that's the way to take out that commander too. You can also do the other card that turns into a forest or whatever, like Song of the Dryads or whatever.
I got
That one, in my opinion, is better because someone could end up blocking the elf, or you can block the elf while you get attacked. And at least kill it. But the one where it turns into a forest, like you can't do anything, right? Because it's just a forest. Like you can't sacrifice the forest, like
if you had
Song
a
of the
card that
Dryads.
lets you sack a man,
Down this way.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
now we know. That was your free one, in my opinion. Now
Yeah,
we
it's,
know.
it was a $1,000 light, and I'm thinking about trying the other 2-3-1-2. Just to see if the
I think
two
you should
life.
just actually just put that in. This is good
Yeah, I
if you
see
get
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
we're high up
that
here.
commander is good all
You're
the time.
telling
It is
me.
kind of like the. I do feel like it's kind of like the ninja commander. All
And I had hesitation playing it. I just wanted to try it one game. I thought it was going to be like the ninjas. Like people don't like the ninja commander, so I think it's kind of that same thing. Don't get me wrong. You get to bring the ninja commander back with 2 each time, instead of 5.
Watch your head
yeah, the
here.
ninja commander's a little bit.
But it's still in the same kind of class. That's why, like
Okay, from here.
It's kind of like
it's
kind
fun,
of like
but
with
not fun to play.
Real slippery.
Stay close
Yeah,
to
like
the wall.
so it's fun, but it's not
This
fun
way.
to play against. I'm sure. So I get it.
I think it's just because
Gap
it
here.
gets to a point where you literally have to
That
choose
sounds closer now.
cast a spell.
Come on.
Yeah, like
And
it really
no-
puts
and
it
then,
about.
like,
Yeah.
even if you are able to get rid of it, it just comes right in. There's no way. You have to turn it. You have to transform it into something
Yeah.
to get rid of it. And then
That's-
everybody has to agree to not let that thing happen.
Yeah.
You need ways, which luckily in Black a lot, ways to kill off things.
How you doing?
I'm miserable.
I just want to know where somebody
Been a tough few days.
at fucking Wizards of the
I
Coast
know.
gets off. Like, how does someone get off putting
Here.
both of those effects on?
Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
Which one?
Designed for
Uh,
the snow.
on that commander. like,
Oh yeah,
like,
like
let's make this card a
yeah.
life.
Let's keep
Let's
moving
make it
then.
fine. Let's make it
Come
5/5.
on.
Let's make it basically virtually free to get back,
John!
so it avoids the commander tag. And
It might be a crazy, like in hindsight compared to other commander costs and things, like it's nuts. Like.
I think just everything together, like if it was really easy to get back, but like it didn't do a whole lot, it'd be like, okay, that's cool. Or like if it just did the life loss thing, and it was still easy to get back, that'd be but like the flying plus the life thing. So like we're all losing 2 every time we cast a spell, but you're gaining 5 every time you slap somebody.
That's quite a scratch you got.
Yeah, I was trying to swing it, but everybody has something to kill. Well, I was trying to swing it at Zach most of the time, to be honest with you, because I thought he was the biggest threat. But he had those 2 flyers that could kill it. I was like, I know I could bring it back, but Zach was right, because I did lose the commander, I think 2 or 3 times. I didn't, like, because it's not AC, I only had 6 lands the whole game. So I basically, that whole turn was just get the commander back out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like with Carter, like just playing the commander.
So yeah, like those little 2 creatures came out, like, you know, and then I just basically kept bringing the commander back out. You know, I just thought that was my best chance of, you know, hey, maybe I can just keep pinging 2, you know, I hope I get lucky, you know. One time
at
I
that point, if you just play your commander, and you stop playing other spells, you stop playing life, you can just swing your commander at anybody you can hit.
Sure you did.
So I'm saying, if you could play it and get lightning greaves on it, it's like,
I think so.
it's
Come
over.
on. Hopefully this
Is there a way around lightning greaves though?
You can blow lightning greaves up. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
have
so-
somebody have a target that can
See
target
that on the ridge?
like destroy target artifact or destroy all artifacts.
Yeah, I've had one. Yeah,
You
like,
can have,
sure.
you can have that.
You
I'm
head
like,
for the horses. I'll keep John's friends.
those
off
cards
until
are
you're clear.
people have them. Destroy target permanent.
Okay, here we go, John. We'll leave them to Arthur.
But that's why I was thinking about trying that other one, you know, because I found it's like a 596 of that, you know, other commander, so kind of mid-range. You know, maybe people won't hate that one as much playing against it just because it's only when you play like other than creatures. I don't know how well it'll work, but I'm thinking about maybe trying that just to see if it's a little more. Because what I really want to do is kind of lay low key and just keep like pinging everybody slowly, like, you know, and hopefully have a chance at the end.
Yeah, I don't think you're achieving low key status.
Like that
That's
one
what I'm
ran
saying.
way
So, like,
higher.
if it had like half the things that it has going for it, or if it had, you know what I mean? Like, if it didn't have all of the pieces, I think you could make it. I think you could be low key.
So, you know, that's
I
why
really don't want
maybe
to talk
this
you out of
recommend
playing.
on.
I want to play against it again.
Come
I
on,
want to find a way to beat it.
Get
And I-
back to the others.
And I think it's, you know, I think there's a lot of flaws in it too if it doesn't link up perfect. You know, because I think I could have lost the game twice, you know, depending on 2 different moves. So, you know, that is the great thing about Magic. But the cool thing that I like is like,
Oh, there's always an answer.
you know, I just like that no matter what, even if I'd have lost, everybody was at like 13, you know, or something like that. So I was like, cool, man, everybody's down to the last dig, you know.
Oh yeah, everybody's low.
So I kind of like that because usually I'll just lose or I'll get real big and swing and then get fucked and then lose. Like, so it was just nice to see like that's why I kind of like the whole, you know, I didn't realize it was called like Death and Taxes
Well, I
type of
think
deck or
people
whatever.
were like, actually, it looked like you didn't have a lot going on over there. I think a lot of most of us were kind of like, I was splitting up.
And that
my
could
damage,
that could have
like,
been too, like, yeah, like,
I was
you know,
splitting
that
up my
could have been.
damage. I wasn't going after. It ain't got any.
So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, you know,
Ain't
this
gonna be
deck
that
might
much.
actually, you know, like next time it plays, like might not be able to do shit. You know, like, so
Just about.
You're gonna be okay.
I'm back.
We have some shelter now.
what so that's why I thought maybe if I try that other commander, you know, maybe be a little more low key, where you only lose the 2 life on like an artifact or like an enchantment, you know, just anything non-creature.
I say,
You know, I
that
get it.
I say that you're gonna go for that. You know, that's the best commander. I say.
I've never tried a discard deck. I just don't know if I'd like that too much.
I think we all. I think we already have one of those in our game.
You know, I've never played.
I'll tell you, man. In my
We
experience,
already have mill decks. We have discard decks.
yeah. People get mad about mill. I don't play the blue deck really anymore, but I'll tell you, man, I have to tiptoe with people to play discard. Like that's the one when I go into a game. Usually, I'm like, hey, I want to play my discard deck. Is that okay? I've had people tell me no. I have to play different stuff. People are gonna bitch and moan all game. Like it doesn't matter how good your deck is because the discard deck's not that good. You know, it's very slow. It's like I don't know if I've ever won a game with y'all with it, but
I think.
yeah,
I think
it doesn't win very much.
I think you did. Yeah, I think you were it out like you won, right? Or we all did. I can't remember. So how many different like? So there's Death in Texas. There's discard. There's mill. There's
I mean,
big,
there's
like,
all kinds of things. There's +1 counters and stuff.
so like all I want to do is like be able to kill people without me actually have to be like I'm swinging at you. You know, like I wanted to see. I thought Niv was cool because I don't like even making the choice of like where I ping it. I love like everybody lose 1, everybody lose 3. You know, like I like that. Like.
Now, I don't think it's too bad, like, because you got, the way I think of it, like, it's not too fast, because you basically still get, like, 10 spells regardless. Like, early on, it's not going to do a whole lot of good shit. It definitely adds up, but I think there's going to be a lot of times where it's like, alright, I'll just play 3 or 4 spells, take 8, and then kill him.
Yeah, because I honestly think that was just a perfect storm game, and that deck won't actually play that well, like here on out, like you know afterwards. So that's why I'm like, maybe is there a better one where I'm not relying on just throwing the commander back and forth? I don't know, like I don't know the best optimization, or maybe that is the best. You know that one right there.
I mean,
You
I
know
don't
that's
want-
what.
I think that.
We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
I was doing a
I think it'll be
classic.
your best deck.
There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas. It's his leg.
So yeah, that's the key.
Come on,
You know
let's get
about
you warm.
consistency as well.
Thank you both.
You know how
Like,
well does it?
sometimes-
You know,
sometimes-
Even by your
Like, I
standards.
do think that it's going to be the deck.
Thank
that,
you,
like,
Arthur. Thank you.
You're not going to want to play a lot.
Maidens need saving.
because and I agree. And like, God dang,
People hate it when I play
like,
Storm Beam. I don't play it off.
yeah, because like you know, like if your friends are like, yeah, you can play it, but I don't really want to play it, so it's another worth playing it. So like, that's why. What's another like? Name some cool styles, man. Like just something different than what I've been doing.
Come on,
What you got?
Strauss,
Let's see
going.
what you have already.
Really, to be honest with you, you already have a Piggy deck. That's new.
Yeah, I just hate it. That's why I was just trying to find one I like.
Dude, I've
you know,
seen
just that
you
was-
come out of nowhere with Nib.
We've been running for weeks.
You could try. You could try on Moxfield like a souped up Niv, like, and just be like, all right, do I just really not vibe with this commander, or have I just not been playing like
It's like,
great stuff?
Because, like, think about the way you built it, right? And I know that I understand, like, completely, because I have not bought all the cards in Jordan. I just want to try the deck a bunch of times. I printed it off so I didn't have to play on Mossfield. I didn't like it. But, you know, think about the way you built it. You bought cards, you pieced it together and stuff. And you're like, man, this deck sucks. How much money do you have in Niv, too?
It's only like $200. So like, yeah,
Right.
I bought like it was a recommended link thing down one of the MTG like websites.
So,
it's like
with
this deck. It's a good
this
little fun
deck-
big deck.
With this deck, you jump straight in at $1,000. You're like, holy shit, this thing is awesome. So if you were,
Yeah,
what
like-
would Niv play like if you put $800 more in it?
So yeah, like if
That's-
I made div to 900, like you know,
But
I
I,
know
think
that-
that if that's your goal, then you should just play the deck that you already know is good, which is the one you just played, and just be done with Niv. Or play.
I thought about just retiring div completely. Like you know, you said you were thinking about giving the deck. I was thinking about next management player that wants to play with us. I'm just gonna give them.
Right. Just give somebody.
So what now, Dutch?
I am giving Matt that.
We get strong,
That
we
vampire
get
deck. I actually
warm,
texted him tonight and told him he said
and we wait.
he said the Ghostism was done. but
When
he's
the
gonna
storm
get
breaks,
it
we
done,
move.
so he'll give it to me.
But we're safe here.
But I know I just don't know all the
Warm
types
enough.
of decks. I guess because I keep
I
going
guess.
to like discard, mill, ping, like fight, and I don't know like what else. Like
Just worried.
Hello.
I've been shot at before.
Yeah,
I don't feel that this is
No, shit, not Winston's food.
Where's his food?
It's in the class.
because like the deck that you just built with Jordan,
Oh, it's fine.
there's like a fighting deck.
He's a kitten.
what?
Yes, he's kitten.
Like your
Little
deck you built with Jordan,
Not the adult
like that's a fighting deck, right? You put creatures out, you're swinging and shit, right?
Yeah, so the whole idea behind it is just
That's
to
my
be able
fault.
to
It'll be
draw
okay.
cards
That's
and be
not
able to
it.
basically
You could get
have
really
two main-
sick.
two full main phases.
Okay, my bad.
That's
Yeah.
the whole idea of it. I mean, you do end up getting
Oh.
some big pieces out, but that's
About
not
you, Arthur. You doubting me
blood
too?
war.
Never.
And but yeah, you win by
you have-
swinging
I'll have,
damage,
like,
right?
two or three creatures that don't
I'm
make
just
Yeah,
getting
you good
started.
buddy.
Once we get some money, well, they
But yeah, you
Yeah.
send
big
some
scary
good men
creatures.
after us because they ain't never
That's-
gonna
That's
find
not.
us.
I mean, it's
What we need.
it's not a bad deck. Like, I think.
Give him what?
I don't think.
Or bring
it's
it.
So out of,
It's a picture of it.
I just
They don't have it.
It means
One thing I'm impressed with
me, I
your
wasn't
magic,
super
That scene?
like
You can
you
see
can
it.
do
It's
like
on
a
the
$100 like
He's been
custom
dewormed
deck,
3
and then you can do like a $90 deck, and they're
He
good
should
as
be
fuck.
covered.
They're playing
Upstairs
against
to me
like
to
these
get
guys
some
with $100 decks.
Take a
Well,
picture of
that's
this so
the
that you
thing
can see.
about, about Tolkien.
Giving him that the 22nd?
Yes, we will give it
That
to
deck is super cheap,
Okay.
and I already had a bunch of the cards, so I didn't
But
spend
no, this is
a lot of
the
money.
color that we're using. Didn't have any indication that there were worms or anything going on.
So like, and that's the deck that, like, whenever I play it,
Looks
hell,
good.
I remember like I won like term
Okay.
5 with it. I just apologized. Because like,
Gotcha.
not
I do remember that.
one
I
of those
do.
first
You're like, my
games I
bad.
played with it.
Hey, buddy.
And you were kind of doing the same thing with your community.
Yeah.
But to be fair with Sophie, I can get Sophie out. If I can make her indestructible, then I'm Gucci.
Yeah.
But if I can't, she gets taken.
Is that just one mana and 2 life?
It's you have to discard 2 cards, pay 2 life.
Yeah, like so. I guess at least it's not terrible. Like you could potentially do it. Like when you put it out,
Oh yeah, you can definitely do it. But what it usually does is it puts you behind on your card draw.
because those 2 cards. Yeah. Yeah.
There's
So
not a lot of cards to draw. There's not a lot of card draw. I think green's probably the best for cards. I think you should play it. I think if you enjoyed it, you should play it. I just, you say you don't want to have 2 decks of the same div. I would take that.
yeah, Div is technically a ping deck. So I felt like what's some good categories like Zach.
You do already have a white and black deck. That's my thing too. I don't want to have any deck.
Yeah, I technically have all the colors in the 2 color different variations. But I have like red, blue, green, blue, black, white. You
I was saying you
know,
have 2 black ones.
green. So yeah, if I bought this, it'd be the same black white as Party Time. That's true. Because maybe it's time to even think about a 3 color, like because Talia was the first 3 color commander I've ever played.
I like Talia. I
Right.
don't mind playing it.
And it's good and people don't mind playing. It just kind of is the same style as my other, but I do feel like it would be the best deck I have if I got that one.
What?
You want to try that down?
Because I think it is better than Ace.
Yeah, you
So,
can play
like,
me.
let's see where Kali is right now.
Days on the lam,
Thanks.
you lot have all turned yellow. Apart from
Oh,
you.
Winston.
Shut up, Micah. I ain't never seen so many long faces. I guess folks miss them.
I'm going to go bitch
Fell, but when I fall, I don't want no fuss. When you fall, there'll be a party.
Nah, I figured I'm the same way, dude. I hate it. I love you,
I
buddy.
know. I heard you about the ghost deck.
Funny.
I heard you about
Yeah,
Soul.
Sure.
Dude, and I just try to I'm only mad for an hour. I smoke about 10 cigarettes. I go to bed. And I'll hit you up next day. Like, let's lick the chickens, man. Like,
You fools punching each other. Homo Driscoll's needing punching hard.
I ain't mad.
You want to sit
I just
around
wish
waiting
I'd
for him to
played
come
it.
find us? All of you. We got
yeah,
work to do.
was game
Come
changer
on.
right there.
You
You're right.
sure about this, Dutch?
Yes.
Folks been through a lot recently. We hardly back on our feet.
And
I
now
do
you
think
know
you should
knowledge
play
is
it.
Bushwhacked by Como Driscoll. Let's go.
That's a really
I
good,
know
that's not
you
quite
hate
as
him,
expensive.
Dutch.
He's here for us.
I doubt that.
That's the
No,
one
you're
that
just
ties
doubting
people
me.
together when you're basically
I would never
doing
doubt you,
stuff.
Dutch. You
So like,
we said
so, like, if you
revenge is
start
a
doing that
luxury
lose
we
life
can't
shit,
afford.
This
then
is the right
the other
call,
person's
Arthur.
losing life too.
Take
They
this.
play a spell, then both
And this
of
is
Oh,
about
sorry,
more
bud.
than
The other person
revenge
plays
for
spell.
business long ago. They were
You
talking
lose 3,
about
you
trains
start losing
and
double. You start
detonators
killing
here.
people really fast.
Cole always had good information. Come on.
And you think now is the right time to
I
hit
would
a
definitely
train?
do that. I think
Now
you should
you
get scared.
might fancy living on deer piss and rabbit
That's
shit.
kind of what I tried to do with
I'm
Soul
getting
Team
too
once I
old for
realized I
that
was doing
life.
this. I just went out.
Mr. Matthews, Mr. Smith,
Got
Mr.
tied in.
Pearson, would you please look after the place?
Bump it.
There are O'Driscolls
'Cause I was trying to
about.
make like a level like a
Yeah! Southwest, right, Arthur?
Yeah. He said follow the main trail southwest. They're camped near some lake.
Okay, let's go
Appreciate all the
find
like
these
the
bastards
followers, guys.
before they find us and rob
really
this
good.
store they're planning.
And I made $2 off.
Damn, I do like the tech. Like, there's some cool ass shit in this motherfucker.
I think it's an awesome deck, man. I think you should roll with it. I just think you should know that you're gonna be good.
God no, man.
He's so small compared to her.
I think that in a game with your deck, if I think this might be
The only fools out here are us
Good
and them.
the
boy.
good thing about it is like it takes away your commander.
You good, Dutch?
She's just like, I just want to eat a shit.
I know you don't think much of my idea.
Oh,
Sarah, your laugh scared him.
no, he's hissing at Nabby. She
Okay.
flipped down.
You know I got your back.
She's like, smoking from nuts and cat food and cat food. My two fingers.
O'Driscoll.
I think you should
Wait
definitely
for
call
him.
that
The
deck.
people you love will die.
Between you and him. Needs to be put
Yeah,
together
so it does.
one way or another.
You must
Yeah, you find stuff. If you go to
I can forgive.
EDH Rec, there's a category that's just themes. You can just look at themes.
Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I watched that video.
You say EDH Rec thing?
Brother, Dutch.
I built Jordan.
Yeah,
Yes.
You guys should look at
EDH Rec.
They'll be giving-
Hope the
.com.
bastards will be reunited soon
Good
enough.
old
That's how
yes.
this'll end.
I know there's a snow board wipe that came out.
I don't think I have that. I don't even know if I have a single board like that. You should
See
look
that
for it.
smoke? Let's cut up here and take a look. They said it was near the lake, so we must be close.
You're okay, boy.
Natalie,
Natalie.
she was getting ready to be mean.
All right, gentlemen. Good.
Sarah, you keep
I don't
spooking.
watch her doing this. Yeah, I just want to see a real.
Y'all got work tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm being bad.
Mr. Morgan and I,
Oh,
It's
dang.
Friday.
we're gonna head up here a little.
I'm actually.
This is
It
Matt
is
Friday.
I might only have
retired.
one.
Mr.
I've been
Williamson,
super tired
Mr.
'cause,
Bell.
like I've been
You two
training
take up a hidden
people how to
position
do my
just
job.
outside
And
the
I've also
camp.
been
Yeah.
learning how to do another
Mr.
job.
Learn how to do a job.
Mr.
Yeah.
Escuela, you two hold position here. Let's
But
go.
I'm really
Yeah,
happy with Jason.
yeah.
Man. I'm really proud.
Yeah.
Of him. He's really stepped up.
I mean,
He's doing a lot.
See, I don't know what this means, though. It says list of theme decks. It says Ice Age. I don't know what that means. Mirage. I don't know what that means. Tempest. Or
I
is
think
it
you clicked on set, not themes. There should be themes like +1 counter, sacrifice, control, reanimate. See, Despain likes reanimate. He likes reanimate and he likes the counters.
Good girl. Daddy.
Natty, why are you getting mean?
He's perfect.
Yeah, I think she's getting jealous.
She's not. She's okay. Oh, she found the car. Oh, Winston. He's got my Winston.
So you could do. I mean, I don't think I built it. I think it's just too many people know the card. So like, you're gonna go. If you went into like a rando spell table, everybody's like, "Oh fuck, crack." Are you playing the proliferate or
Natty.
Man,
if you're doing a
Not-
poison build on it, apparently like that's like super. That's like one of the saltiest builds you can have in Magic. Is the poison attraction.
yeah, it's pretty insane.
See, the thing about, like, I told Travis about, like, I told him about the poison attacks that I had read, and I was kind of hoping he would build the poison attraction, because I feel like sometimes he needs more salty stuff to get a hit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he needs a little
He started figuring it out with zombies. Playing
Zombies
the
he did, but it's almost like with
Yeah.
rats, he kind of went bad.
well, he's figuring it out. Rats is tough. I think he's got to figure out how to play the
See, I think
toxic
that
and
whenever
stuff.
he went to go get those rats, he should have gotten nothing. He should have dumped his big rat colony.
He could do rat colonies, draw spells.
Because then they're all getting +1/+1 for everything.
I thought you were going with
then-
Dutch.
So then you got a bunch of minions at that point. And then any more rats you play, you're just gonna pump them all up bigger.
So there's not that many. It says like treasure, artifact, life gain, 1/1 counter, dragons, L spam.
I think Natalie's definitely jealous.
I think you should get that deck, man. I think you like it better than me. It does what you've always been trying to get rid of to do.
You ain't wrong about that.
I mean, I think you found it. I think you should take Nib apart or give it to someone like you said.
There they are.
You should
Yeah,
talk
yes,
to
sir.
you should talk to my cousin
Definitely
Matt and be like, hey,
Home?
I heard you made
I think so.
Joey something for his game game.
that's
I like
him.
games too. Like maybe give him something for Final Fantasy you want him to 3D print and make for you. He does really good stuff. And then be like,
hell yeah.
I'll give you this magic deck.
I'll give you that magic
So that way
deck.
we'll have 2 decks, and then whenever we come over and play over here, or if you and I can play over there, I can bring him with us. I can bring him to
True.
come play. He's cool to hang out with.
Yeah, I ain't on that.
Who's he talking to?
That's the idea.
He
for
don't
it, you know,
seem
we're
very
in-
happy. No.
Hey, up, up.
They leaving? Seem to be. Should we go get them? No. Cone can wait. Best to get some of them out of there. And much less fun to rob him and his score if he never finds out about it. Come on, let's get down there. Don't forget to grab that rifle from your horse. You boys be ready to pick them off from up there. Sure thing.
Oh shit! This like I'll just look at all the since I had a little time. This one's only $520. It probably doesn't have some of the big dick shit in it, but still looks pretty damn good.
Peter, and let's get moving.
I mean, I don't mind you putting that stuff in there. I mean, like if you look at my Jordan deck, look in there. I got risks.
Well, I was also kind of thinking about saving me some money too. You know, if I can
But I
pay
think my deck-
$5.
You're okay.
I might try this one, and you
But I'm
know, if it
also
still
not
doesn't
like
go.
I'm saving money on it because I'm not buying the lands.
We can have a kitty
I
on
get
the
snow on the lands, and then like I'm trying not to spend arm and leg with Magic.
Yeah, I shouldn't go crazy. Like, so that's why I'm like, man, maybe if I can find a $400, $500 this version, still plays well. Because you showed me you can spend 100 to 200 and still have competitive decks. So I'm like,
You could like
No.
put those cards. You said the combo you played tonight was like $100. You could put those.
yeah.
There are people. There are people all the time that do like. They'll build decks where the whole thing is like all you can only spend $100, or like there's $20 deck things.
Yeah.
when Ricky and I both started, there's a guy that only does like budget commander. Like he doesn't go above like $2 for a card, so that's where you learn like a bunch of little obscure cheap stuff.
We'll circle around the far side and go down that way, same as Micah and Bill. Like you said, we're the luxury we can't afford.
Yeah, now it's not as nice as you would think to the kitten.
But I don't know if y'all have a set, but if you look at this one, it still has like a Chroma's wheel.
The Chroma's wheel is not a bad investment card because
and then like it still has the Vampiric Tutor in it.
well, you had Demonic Tutor in the other one, which is a little better. And they're about the same price. I would swap them for that.
And then, but you see how it's only 520? Like, and this might not
this
even
one
be.
has got Sanguine Bond in it, but it doesn't have the Exsanguinate card that you played. Got a bunch of instants already in it, which is nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, like I like the instances.
Hopefully Natalie will be cool.
I mean, you could start it. You could start out with this, and then
Yeah, I could just test this, you know, like and kind of just roll from there, like. And how? Let me see how cheap it is. Actually. The problem is, I want to.
got that James Emissary in it, which I know you like. That worked really well. I don't want you to water the deck down because of the night, though. You need to play it a couple more times. You might not do that every time.
Because yeah, it might not do that every time.
I mean, it wasn't crazy. Like, what turn did you end up winning? Like 9 or 10?
I mean, I went.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, technically, it was going to be turn 10 for me when I
went from 20 life to 0. Yeah, but the last 2 turns, those last 2 turns were huge. Part of it was you making it 4 instead of 2.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like,
yeah, that was a little oopsie on my part too.
So the other one's $400 more. Just don't know if it's $400 better. I can probably play around with both of them. Yeah, I just put both of them. And actually, let me go back to this one and go to the cheapest. Because that 520 might even be cheaper if I get it. Oh, it's $483, so it'd say like $40.
Yeah, I think the prints would save about maybe 5%. Oh, this does have Sanguine Bond in it, or you must have added it.
No, I haven't. I haven't changed anything of that one.
Ghostly Prison, I love that card. It's kind of like a control life gain deck. Yeah, see, this has got Demonic Tutor in it. I don't think it has Vampiric Tutor.
But to be honest, I know some of those cards are a little bit better, but fuck, man, for $483 compared to $913.
But you're missing some key cards in there.
So I'd have to transfer some of them over to this one, and then have to remove some of this. Let's see what you're saying.
Some of them you already own, like you own Black Market Connections.
Yeah.
Exquisite Blood's an expensive. I knew that was an expensive card because I looked at that card for Carter and I was like, I'm not spending $30 on that card. Even though it's good.
Yeah.
Cabal Coffers
Even
is a $30 land. You could switch
yeah,
that out.
Cabal Coffers is nuts.
Yeah, that's a crazy card.
But you have to have. It's only good when you have Urborg with it.
I think it's good. You pay 2 and tap it and add black for each swamp you control.
Yeah, but Urborg makes all your lands swamps. It's a deadly combo.
Urborg, Tomb of Liagamon, that's in there.
Yeah.
$50 land in
So hell, that could take it down to like 850 right there. Shit, just use another Player's Farm.
Right, if you took those two cards out, you're dropping almost $100, and they're lands.
That's cool, and then that's still probably a better deck, right? You know, being 900.
I don't know, man. You got it, man. I say ball out.
I know, but I need to play Death Salt too. But but like you said, I'd like to play it against y'all because it might just lose like 5 straight times. I'm like, oh,
The more I look at that deck, the more I'm like,
including Cole. Wait. Okay. There's enough of those bastards down there to deal with.
But I could cut out like one of these creatures I saw was like $89, dude. The Sherald Apocalypse, like it's $89.
Dude, Shieldred is nuts.
So like if I just cut those 2 lands down out, it goes down to like a $700 deck, which is I guess better.
Yeah,
because I only have a 1% chance to draw a $90 card. Like.
I can say this: I win enough to make me happy at Magic, and I don't have that much fun in any of my decks.
I know. That's what I have 980 that doesn't win that much, but fuck it. I try to eat that loss. But I try to say I have fun. I do like Magic. I wouldn't play it every day. What's something else big I can take out of this motherfucker?
I like Jorn because I feel like I can play Jorn against any of the decks that we have. And
Yeah.
It's fast enough that I think I can play it against goblins. I don't think I'd win, but I think I could play it and not feel like I'm totally out of it.
I wonder if Demonic Tutor is worth it for $58.
Demonic Tutor is good. I don't think Vampiric
They're going to be
worth it
gunning for you.
It's about the same.
They ain't got me yet. No,
I've got
the way our luck's been running. Hush.
It's worth it.
I
don't know if Sensei's Diving Top is worth $35. It's an artifact. Look at the top 3 cards. Put them back in any order. I guess you could draw a card. Yeah, so you can look at the top 3. So.
Sensei's Top.
Yeah, the Dividing Top or whatever.
I guess I'm just gonna build Eureka and we can battle it out with our 3 commanders.
Sensei's Top is one of the combos in your deck. So you have 3 cards that combo together. Aetherflux Reservoir, which says when you have 50 life, tap it, lose 50 life, you ping someone for 50 damage. Bolus
Would you die though because you lost the 50 life? Oh, you'd have more.
Yeah, you'd have more. Bolus's Citadel lets you play stuff off the top of your library for with life. And yeah, so you have the Sensei's Top, which costs 1. So what people will do is Aetherflux Reservoir says you gain a life each time you play a spell. So when you play 1 spell, you gain 1 life. When you play your 2nd spell, you gain 2 life. When you play your 3rd spell, you gain 3 life. And so it just keeps doubling. So people will play Sensei's Top. You have to have all 3 of those cards out. You put Sensei's Top on top of your library with its ability, and then you play it for 1 life off the top with Bolus's Citadel. It neutralizes with the Aetherflux because it costs only 1 to play it, and you gain 1. But then you put it back on top, and then you gain 2, and then you put it back on top, and then you gain 3, and then you put it, and you can keep putting it back on top because it's like tap it, put it on top of your library, so it lets you gain infinite life.
Yeah,
and
colors just in plains and swamps because they have the pretty ones. Let me see how I can see if I can get this motherfucker.
That combo can be played in any black deck, though. Like, you could just put it in a black deck if you wanted to. Because 2 of them are artifacts, and then there's 2 artifacts and then a black spell.
I ain't gonna lie, I tried to knock Jordan down a little bit, like with like I could have had that Crystal of World card, just like apparently I keep nice and completely into the graveyard.
Oh yeah.
But I took that out. Crucible World is like $7.
So you're talking about getting rid of that Euroborg terminal to Yard off because it's $49.74. Or... So if I just remove
Search the
I mean, I
bodies.
don't think that's a
Strip
bad
everything
card,
we
but, like,
can
you don't
from
wanna
them.
spend the $50.
yeah, like $9.
Of course.
I think
not.
that's good in any black
Cole
deck.
doesn't give a damn
That's
about
not
his men.
exclusive
All
to
he
your deck.
cares about is numbers.
I think as long as you
You
keep
can
the
shoot
meta
a
there,
gun,
because like you only
ride a
had
horse,
6
and
hands.
kill without thought. You're
Yeah.
Think how long some of you
And that's
have
how
been with
Carter
me.
is. You know, Carter I rarely.
I imagine
I got lucky with that black market because if I couldn't create those treasure tokens each round, I
We
was
need
fucked.
everything we can get off of these bastards. Keep searching the bodies, Arthur.
Oh, see, yeah, there's Dead of Winter, which is pay 3. All non-snow creatures get -X/-X. That's a good one.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Look out! More of the bastards.
Yeah, you probably miss all kinds of stuff. That's cool. And to a certain point, just, you know, you're gonna have to be cool with telling yourself, like, alright, there's only, like, maybe 200 snow cards in general, and, like, how many of them are gonna be good, and then how many of them work with Jorn. So you're gonna be very limited. But the coolest thing is whenever a new set comes out, like, you'll probably get, like, 10 new snow cards each time, which is cool.
I put some cards in there that aren't specific to Jorn.
You gotta post the deck.
Say what?
You gotta post the deck. Okay, I found it. Let's see. Yeah.
I feel like I have the best snow cards in it. I like that I've got like the snow mana dork in it too. It's kind of cool. It's like the snow version of Elvish Mystic. And I've got a ton of card draw. Like I've got card draw out the ass. The more at large's slumber is cool, being a snow enchantment. I feel like everything costs so cheap. Like all of it's so cheap. It's all like 2 and 3 years.
I do feel like I gotta have more than 8 instances though if I'm gonna have a chance to survive.
Yeah, the other one had more.
But I do have this deck down to 719 now by just taking out that $89 creature and then like 2 of the expensive lands. I still have some $20, $30 lands, but I could probably even get it cheaper. But right now 719 is still, you know, more cheaper.
Okay, yeah, you got the board wipes in here.
What is the board wipe?
There's Blood on the Snow, and then there's Dead of Winter.
Yeah, I put that over here. I think only Desmond was in there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Arthur, get over here.
When you're really trying to get it up there, there's probably some stuff you can do if you're trying to make it like real strong.
Now, let's tear this place apart.
No, I mean, I just wanted to.
You go search that wagon there. Mike,
I think it's
search that building.
I don't think it.
Arthur, you take that building to the left.
Or where I want it to be at, because I don't.
All
really
right, man,
like
quick!
expensive,
Find
or to
those
be some of the good
detonators,
cards that I already
explosives,
had. That
anything
did.
you can. Let's go.
Yeah, I would just take out. Like, it doesn't really do anything with the discard or the graveyard, so I wouldn't even really worry about doing anything with the graveyard, like the Ramanap and the other thing, because you're not putting your cards in the graveyard a whole lot.
No, but I thought that like, there are some cards that let you make you put your cards in the graveyard. Yeah, I mean, I might lose Ramanap. That's why I definitely took the Physical Worlds out. And I was like, well, somebody thought it was good to have it in here, so I thought I'd maybe just put the feature in.
Yeah, you only even have one land that you like sacrifice, so you don't have like Evolving Wilds or the like fetch lands, like nothing that like you sacrifice when you go get a land.
Like, I think there is one thing where I can like sack lands.
Yeah, you got one thing that can sack lands to prevent damage.
Yeah, that's the thing I wish I would have had out. Sunstone. I might just take that. I might honestly take that card out and the excavator and put a couple of pieces in that are good. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like it is for now, probably, because I just got done putting a bunch of cards in it. But those are definitely the ones that are on the chopping block. Play it a couple times, see how it goes.
Yeah. Ice Hype Golem could probably go. Because a 2/2 that doesn't do anything, that you can, with 100 cards, you want something that does a little more than just a vanilla 2/2. Even just like a generic green, blue, black good card, or like another spell.
Look through the Golden EDH and look at the snow cards. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah. You change out Cultivate and Kadama's reach for like the other 2-drop ramp instead of the 3-drop ramp.
Yeah.
Like 3 visits and whatever the other one is. We have to go 3 visits. Nature's Lore.
I think the reason why I went with those two is.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I don't have Kadama's. I know that's why. That's also why I went with Antlers rather than
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. 3 to counter. And then people make the argument against Growth Spiral. I don't know. You might just want to do another Mana Rock. Sometimes it works great. Sometimes it doesn't. Growth Spiral. I'm on the fence about Growth Spiral.
Here. This looks good. What do you think, Bill?
Looks fine. Smells good.
Mufasa.
I wonder if you played like more copy stuff. If you played stuff that like kind of like that wall where it copies it, I wonder if that makes those copies into snow
This is something about the train they was gonna rob.
copies.
A Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
Maybe not, because I feel like otherwise you would see it on the EDH rec page. So that probably tells me no if people haven't done it.
Good work, fellers. Not bad for some starving down and outs. They can pummel us as hard as they
Do I have the Draugr?
we will always...
I don't think you do. Yes, yeah, that's not a bad thing. Getting spells off of people's stuff.
Damn, it's almost me. I better call the police.
To get like power and toughness off of my snow permanents.
Y'all hold it down, diggity dogs. I'm gonna get some rest.
Yeah, take it easy, man.
All right, Papa.
Oh, that's cool. Ice does its own thing.
It's definitely interesting.
See, like, the kind of stuff I think would be good is there's one that's like Chilling Shade, where it's a 3-drop. It's only a 1/1, but it's flying, and you can pay a snow. It gets +1/+1. So I'm thinking, like, you go to attack, you're like, alright, I'm gonna pay 8, make this thing huge, make it like a 9/9, go to attack, and then I'm gonna do it again, make it like a 17/17. Like stuff where you can like just dump in mana to it, use the ability, then untap, dump in even more mana. Yeah, you could do extra combats. I mean, you could do like a whole turn, do the untap thing, then cast like an extra turn spell. If you could just like throw in one, and then it feels like you're getting 3 or 4 turns just for having one extra turn. So there's all, yeah, it's really cool. I like it because I don't see these cards very often.
We allowed ourselves to get a step behind in Blackwater.
I saw it on Game Night. I might go back and watch that.
Yeah, see, like, because there's really not 100 great like snow cards when you compare it to like other things like +1 counters or goblins or angels, like the popular themes they do all the time. Yeah, the fluffy stuff that helped. Because what I'm seeing on EDH Rec is it's doing like basically just a lot of like tap, untap, like extra untap your lands, untap your mana each turn, kind of crazy stuff. Alright, man, let me hop off too. Sarah's here. Let me go speak to her for a bit. Alright, man, have a good night. Bye.
Leave him to me.
Good job.
Leave him to me.
Boy.
Yeah. Come on.
wrong feller! Not so fast, sir. Ah! Shit! No! You're coming with me. Shit! Shit! Just let me go, come on. Oh, God, no. What's your name, boy? I don't know. You don't know your name? It's Kieran. Kieran what? Duffy. Kieran Duffy. Well, I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a real bad day for you, Kieran Duffy. Where are you taking me? Somewhere you ain't gonna like. Why? What are you gonna do to me? Something you ain't gonna like. So I'd advise you to save your breath for screaming. No, please! Don't do this, please! I hardly know him. You better shut your mouth, you little shit, or I will shut it for you. They don't tell me nothing, I swear! Oh, take it easy, you're gonna break my ribs. Just let me go, please. Are you trying to test me, is that it? Because I will break every bone in your body. I'm sorry. Okay? Not one more goddamn word. Am I clear? Okay. That's 2 bones right there. Here we are, you sack of shit. Let's introduce you to the boys. Don't hurt me, please. No, don't worry. They're real nice.
You found a little shit, did you?
Yep.
I got him.
Very good. Welcome to your new home. Hope you're real happy here.
You want me to make him talk?
Oh, no, now all we'll get is lies. Uncle, Mr. Williamson, tie this maggot up someplace safe. We get him hungry first. I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. We are gonna find out what you need. I can't believe it! An O'Driscoll in my camp!
I ain't an O'Driscoll, mister! I hate that fella!
Oh, whatever you say, son. Well done, Arthur.
I'm just sorry we missed out on Colm.
Oh, there's time enough for that. Now, I gotta figure out if we can hit that train.
Okay.